Now, imagine this, right? Imagine you went back to school. Imagine you spent 2 years working on a degree. Imagine you finished all your papers, got all the good grades, had sleepless nights, had arguments, fallouts with your friends and family because you were so stressed because you had to finish assignments, because you had papers, because you had exams, midterm, finals, all these things, okay? Imagine you spent 2 years stressed, stupid, okay? Upset, angry, running from work to school, to work, to school, back and forth, not being able to apply for new jobs because your work schedule that you were working at the time was flexible enough for you to go to school in between work. Imagine experiencing all these things, okay? Imagine 6 months before graduation, you went into your advisor because they say, oh, you have to get advisement because you need advisement in order to, be on track for graduation. So now imagine a few of your loved ones planning a very special celebration for you, surprise celebration for you, for your graduation. Imagine a few of your loved ones coming together and planning a surprise dinner for you. Imagine getting a treat vacation because of your accomplishments, right? So it sounds like a pretty good, intense thing that's happening, right? Now, all of this happened. For me, 2017, all of this happened. I had a surprise dinner. I had a vacation free of cost. My fiance waited until I graduated to propose. Now imagine you go on a job interview and you're checking your email to find out, what's the update on this job. And instead of getting the email that you're looking for, you get this email.
Wait, what?
I read the email and I'm like, no. I wrote back and I said,
you guys need to check your shit because what you're sending me is wrong.
Now imagine starting your summer job, right? Where it's intense, where you have to be at work from 9 to 5 every single day. You have to run around, you have to do so many things during the summer for your summer job. Imagine getting this email saying that you got ineligible amounts of credit. First of all, what that mean? I really wanted to know what that mean because you're not talking to me, you're talking to somebody else. Okay? Imagine getting another email saying you have 2 days to sign up for the summer to graduate in the summer. But wait a minute, I just graduated. What are you talking about? I have two days. No, what are you guys talking about? So my entire world was shattered, okay? I went from being a graduate, no longer being an undergrad, to getting reverse, shorty. You're back in school. Wait a minute, what? So I went through depression, shame. There were so many negative emotions that I felt last year because of this email. I had the worst summer I've ever had in my entire life. And I'm not exaggerating. It was so bad because you gotta imagine really being finished with something and then being told that you're not done. What are you talking about? So now I got pushed back. Now I have to figure out, okay, what am I going to do? Now I'm saying to myself, how am I going to explain to my loved ones, my job, that my graduation didn't happen? Even though I went to graduation and did all of that, it didn't happen. It was a dream. It was a dream that you guys are all in my reality. How do I explain that to people? how do I backtrack and say, oh wait, the proposal, you got to do it again. You got to do it again because I have 8 credits that I need to take or 7 credits that I need to take. Because at first they told me I needed 7 credits and I'm
Like, impossible. Y'all better check your system because I'm not about to go to school for a whole semester. Ain't nobody about to do that.
right? They checked the system and came back and said, it's not 7. You're missing not 7 credits, but 4. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Screw it. I'm not even going to fight with them. I got 2 days. Let me just sign up for a summer class, right? 4 credits, that's either a science class or a math class, right? So I went and I took a math class, remind you. Who's not good at math? Who's not good at science? Who's going to fail? So I went ahead and took a math class. And what happened was I was working Monday to Friday from 9 to 5. And then from 5, I was rushing over to school to get there to go to class from 6 to 10 p.m. I want you guys to imagine the stress that my body was enduring, that I was feeling, the sadness, the shame, everything. Just imagine that in a hot ass summer. Like, bro, that's not something that I would wish on my worst enemy. You understand? Because I still got to show up to work on time every day, still got to do my job, still got to do everything that entails of my job, and leave work to go to school, to get there on time for 6 o'clock, to be there from 6 to 10 p.m., to get back to a different state because I don't even live in New York. So Monday to Fridays, I have to be going back to Brooklyn to stay at my mother's house to make sure that I'm up the next day to get to work for 9 a.m. Okay, then I'm in this class and I cannot, there's no way, first of all, I'm going through too much emotional trauma right now, you know, so there's no way I could focus on learning a friggin' formula and focus on the work and focus on the fact that I just got engaged and focus on the fact that my friendships are like falling apart. Like, I'm going through way too much shit right now to focus on X plus 3 equal what? First of all, what? I don't know that. I don't know what you're talking about. You understand? And then this lady, the professor, she want to give a quiz every week. Duh, it's from 6 to 10 every day. It's a crunch session. It's a 6-week session. Obviously, you're going to get exams every week. But who has time for that? Not me, not someone that did not plan to be in school. Not someone that has to work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, live in a different state. I don't have time for that. A summer class like that is for someone that has the time to study after work. I mean, study after school or study before school. There was no way I was going to do all that, right? So I'm like, all right, you know, let me try to see what I can do. Luckily, my supervisor at my job and a few people that worked around me were like really understanding, because you could literally see the stress in my face and the sadness and the disappointment and the depression. Like, nobody didn't want me to be more depressed than I was last year, because trust me, if I was you know how you see some people do certain things or go into a state where they harm themselves? I was 2 seconds away from that. Depression is real, okay? 2 seconds away from that. So now I'm in the math class. I have a few people at work trying to help me out to pass the class. Guess what? It's still not sticking. I don't like math. I don't know. What? If it's not like, what? I don't know what's going on. So guess who was failing? I spent 2 years passing everything on the dean's list, okay? Yet now, after I graduated, remind you, after I graduated, now I'm gonna be getting a 38 on a quiz. Like, bruh. So now I'm like, all right, you know, that's okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm gonna deal with it, right? Then I realized, okay, you know what? There's no way I'm gonna pass this class. It makes no sense for me to do the whole 6 weeks. I have to drop this class because the depression was hidden, okay? It was hidden. So I dropped the class. dropped the class because I was not passing it and I couldn't get an F to bring down my GPA. My GPA that I worked so hard to get, like I'm gonna get a big fat F after I graduated, really? So I dropped the class and, you know, I put it behind me for a little bit and I just went through the motion of whatever I was feeling. And the day before the fall semester started, I decided that I needed to take this for credit because these people were not letting up, right? So I went ahead and I registered not for a math class again because I'm not stupid. Ain't nobody about to do that again. First of all, I made that decision in a rush, okay? And I wasn't gonna do bio and no lab. Ain't nobody got time for all that. I wasn't doing that. So I signed up for 2 different classes, which will equal to 6 credits with professors that I took the previous semester. Now, they were at the graduation. I literally waved to one of them like, hey, like, yeah, I'm here. I'm over, you know, I'm over this BS. You know, I got this BS now, you know. You know, I did all that at graduation when I saw one of the professors. So imagine in September now, you sign up for the class starts, you sit in there, she's like, bruh, what you doing here? And I'm like,
Miss, we're gonna talk about that some other time. Because I feel like I just got left back, okay? We're gonna talk about this some other time. We're not about to talk about it right now because what I'm about to say, you ain't never seen me like that, all right? So, Miss, we're not gonna talk about that now.
she's like, you know, what happened? No, seriously, because I remember seeing you at graduation. So I said, okay, since you want to make this as a topic in the class, hey y'all, everybody listen up. That's when I started doing my public speaking, you feel me? I was like, this is what happened to me, you know, so make sure that you're on track with it. And if you're getting advisement, you go to different advisement people. You know, I'm giving them tips on what to do. Everybody's like, damn, girl, we feel your pain. And I'm there like, okay, thank you. I feel my pain too. Don't mind my nails. My nails is a little messed up. Yeah, so anyway, I told that professor and I told the other professor. First of all, when I went into the second class, it's an African studies class. The professor was like, why are you here? Don't come back. No, I don't want you here. And I'm like, this is not the time to play with me or joke, because I was really sensitive about the situation. I was so sensitive about the situation that I didn't even, if you didn't work with me that summer, or you weren't in my class, or you weren't the professors, you ain't know nothing. Like, I kept that shit to myself because I was ashamed. I was ashamed. I was really ashamed. Like, I was sad about it, so I didn't talk about it. And to me, the way I cope with going to class from September to December, I looked at it as a professional development. Because African studies, to me, you know, it told me more about my roots and my background. And the other class, which I can't even remember what the hell it was, it gave me tips on, you know, programs and different things like that that's within my field. So I looked at it as a professional development. I didn't look at it as I was going back to school, because to mentally deal with it, I had to change what it was, okay? Got through the semester well. I passed the 2 classes well, and then I got the email that I was waiting for. The only next problem is, one, first of all, let's talk about all the things that happened. One, they delayed my life. I couldn't move on with a new job at the time. 2, now I'm left with a big fat bill, and in order for me to pick up my degree, I have to pay that bill, which means I'm gonna have to do that this week because I need my degree in my hands. 3, the stress, pain, anxiety, depression, all that emotional trauma that I experienced, no good, okay? So I think, you know, I want to let you guys know about my experience with the CUNY system, and I want to tell you guys not to go to CUNY, not to go to this school. Don't do any of that nonsense to yourself. And, you know, I don't know what to tell you guys to do. I can't tell you to double check and make sure you triple check and all that mess, because I did all of that. I checked everything I was supposed to. I emailed, I walked, I went in for advisement, I sat there, I went to class and school late, I went to work late sometimes just to get advised properly. So I can't tell you to triple check, double check. I'm telling you, don't go to CUNY. They'll take back your degree and make it look like it was your fault. Thank you guys for watching. If you would like to see more videos like this, like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you've experienced this in CUNY or any other college, let me know below. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.